Okay, I'm gonna go back in time to 7 years and 2 months ago to Oaks, Pennsylvania. Gonna look at my old house. Here we are at 1229 Egypt Roads, my childhood house. I just saw someone parked in the back there. There's the sign for the open house. I'm gonna walk in the back, see if you enter from the back or the front. Wow. 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 There's the rock. They're walking in that way. I'm gonna go in that way, I guess. I don't know if you can go in the backyard, but I'm gonna go in the backyard. Wow. Looks nice. All well kept. There's the grill. Here's the new fence they put in. There's the doors my dad put on. They got an air conditioner unit now. There's the oak tree that my mom planted back in 2002. That one too. There's the little playground they have now. She planted that too, my mother. Is that our old fountain? I think that's our old fountain. Yep. That's the old fountain my mom had. She left it here. Oh, they got a nice flower there. Oh, the neighbors planted something there. Wow. I'm gonna check back here before I go inside. Yep, my dad paved this driveway here 2 times in 2002 and around 2005. Used to be all gravel. Looks like they haven't paved it for a while. Nobody has yet. Trees are really nice that they have here. That's the same hose that we had. We left it there. There's the telephone box. Remember when we first looked at the house in 2001, that was there. Got a new doorknob. Oh, that's cool. The light my parents put in. Yep, we used to always keep stuff in this room here. Looks like they have a nice little couch here.
That works. Okay. Turn around. There we go. Excellent. And all the way around. That's a spin Now do a dip. Okay.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
Was that the picture? Yeah. I didn't notice. Hi.
Say hi, Grandma.
What?
I'm gonna show this to Grandma. Say hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't come.
Are you with this group?
No, I'm by myself.
You're by yourself? Hi, welcome. Come on inside.
I actually grew up in this house.
Get out.
2001 to 2018. My mom said it was for sale. I had to check it out.
Please come and check it out. Come and sign in as well. Come on in. So here you put your name and your agent's information.
I don't have an agent. I was just coming to.
Just for fun?
Yeah, just to visit.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll still take your name,
Okay.
and then we'll take your phone number.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then you enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy. I used to. My bedroom was always in the attic the last 10 years.
Oh, there's still a bedroom up there.
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy. Take a
Thank
look
you.
at it.
I was like, why did you? And Susan went, ah.
There's the tile that my dad put in.
Who's a dingo dog? Who's a dingo? Who's a good doggy?
Oh, so kitty. What doing?
Yeah, you want to go upstairs?
Oh, no, I saw that's the staircase.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cabinets are the same that we had.
Upstairs and the half one right here.
Yep. This, I think they might have put a new model in, but it pretty much was this exact model that we had. I don't know, that rut mark looks like the one we had. This might be the same. They just cleaned it up nice. Yep, when we first moved here, my dad removed the thing that was here. There used to be a dishwasher there, and then he made it into a cabinet. We had a thing here, but I think they might have put their own here, it looks like. The tile that we put in.
There's Michael driving off to work.
/wireless for 1-866 mobility.
Yeah, for sure.
Up to keep the medicine in there, just like we did.
That is a half bath.
Oh, half that.
Yes, half bath. Basement is on this way.
Okay, I saw like the staircase.
It looks exactly, it looks like that should be where it would go.
Right.
That's the exact trash can. We left it there. My brother in 2016 banged up the lid there. He was angry one time.
Yes, wait there. Don't forget when you guys go outside to take a look at that character.
That's my height
Yeah,
mark.
definitely. We'll do that on the
That's
way
how
out.
tall I
You
was
can
at
go
the
through there,
time.
yeah. Just the kitty's just under here.
And there,
Make sure not to let her out.
Oh, this.
2006. That's how tall I was.
You stay inside, kitty.
Yeah, we'll wait to go.
We kept the bell there.
Oh, this is just like a fun little back room.
Yep, that's my height mark there. I was looking at my my height mark. That's actually it right there.
It's still there?
It's still there.
Oh.
2006 November.
Oh. That's lovely.
Yeah, it is. They did a really good job. I love the color. Yep, we keep all that. Mirror looks nice. We kept the bell.
You let me know.
Oh, definitely. What's your name again?
Jotty,
Jotty.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
I'm
You
Sean.
gonna Check it
Sean.
out. You gonna check out upstairs?
Oh yeah, I'm checking everywhere. Everywhere I can. Yep, that's the exact light switch we had. Toilet's the same. Sink's different. Yeah. Have to put a nice hook here. That's nice. shelves they put. That my dad put there, the siding. Floor is different. We used to have carpet all around. It's nice to see the floors.
Still the original.
Yeah. When I was 7 years old, I remember I was tearing up the floor. My dad was screaming at me about it. Looks like the railing they redid a little bit. They smoothed it. Very nice. Stained glass is still the same. Yep. Up they have a little door. I guess they have a pet here. Yep, there's my room. That's my mother's room. It used to be my sister's, which I slept in for many years, until 2008. Here's the kids' room that used to be my brother's room. Then it was our office. And it was my cousin's room when he lived with us. And then the office again. Yep. And the door has a bigger bottom, because when we first moved here there was tile on this floor, and we took up the tile and there was like a whole bunch of nails and crap, and that's why the door is like cut like that. But all the others go all the way to the floor, most of them. This was my room in 2001.
Dirty clothes on the bed.
And it still was kept as my room until about 2000. Well, my father used to sleep in this room a lot, because I used to sleep in my sister's old room because she always had TV. And then 2015 my aunt slept in here. The bed was pretty much about as big as this bed, and then it became a spare room. I like they have central heat, that's nice. I guess they don't have an oil tank anymore. I might check in the basement, but maybe not. I'll go in the bathroom a little bit. This used to be our office, and it was my uncle's room. It was a family room, and it was my brother's band room for like a few months. Then it became an office again, and then it finally became my dad's room. And we used to have bookshelves all along the stretch here. Most of the time, the first 2 months we lived here, it was a closet, but then we got rid of the doors that were there. And then the last few years, we put it back to the way it was, and as you see, they have a nice closet area. Yeah, this kind of looks like a spare room for them as well. I guess they keep all their laundry and stuff in here. Very nice. Here's the bathroom. Oh, that's weird. Little nozzle they have on it. This is completely different. This, I'd say the bathroom probably looks the most different than we had it. The sink's the same. That's the same exact sink we had. The same exact handles. This might be the same as we had. They might have repainted it. Looks kind of different looking. That looks different. Yeah, we didn't have shelves that look like that. Ah, they got rid of the wall. Ah, they put a claw tooth in here. That's nice. Wow. Dang, that's nice looking. Yeah, the tile's all different. Yeah, we didn't have the tile like that. Yeah. Let me just take a piss in there. Oh. What's that? Oh, does it clean itself? Wow, that's spiffy. That's different. Yeah. Yeah, the patio is exactly the same. One in there, one in there, one in there. Yep, here's the closets. It's like a dream come true coming back here. I always dreamt about coming back here, and now I did. Yeah, these doors are a different size, ever so slightly. Remember, my sister used to keep her clothes and stuff in there when she was here a few months, and then like supplies in there, just stuff. And up, they got rid of the mark that was on there. There used to be a mark that said knock, because I used one of those sticky things you used to get like lint and stuff off suits. I stuck it on there and I wrote the word knock, and then it kind of was engraved in there. But it looks like they got rid of that. Is that a different fan or the same fan we had? That might be the same fan that we had, but with different blades. Those look like the knobs. Yeah. Yeah, all these scratches, I think these are the original from when we were here. And now, to go up to my room. Let me get a quick shot. I don't know if the camera got everything. Kind of went blurry a little bit. What's that? It's a nice view of everything. Here we go.
First day of school, Sean. First day of school, 9th grade. Here we go.
Wow. I think I was just here yesterday. Up there's where my mom used to keep her plants and stuff. Keep her pantons and stuff like that. Wow. Yep, the light's still there. That's where Mr. Rogers' picture was. I had my desk over there. Had my bed over here. It went this way and instead of that way, but that's nice the way they did that. Yeah, can't see much anymore, but you used to be able to just see the hotel. When they used to have the sign on the hotel, you could see it from this window. Yeah, this was my mother's room from 2001 to 2008, and then 2008 to 2018, it was my room. And I've probably hit my head on this light exactly, probably 3 times. That's the exact light. Yep. Briefly, I had a picture of my school, my 8th grade school picture on that spot there. Let's see the back room if they have anything in here. They have it locked, I guess, because it's stuck. Oh no. This is what my mother always called the bowling alley. There was like a whole bunch of space all the way back there. Yeah, it's really hot in here. It always used to get hot in here. I used to sometimes leave the light on by accident. Yeah, the room goes all the way back there, so you can hide stuff in there. You pretty much hide a corpse back there. Nobody ever thinks to look back there. And this is the storage attic area. There used to be no heat at all. There used to not be any insulation here when we first moved here. Yeah, the first few years, my mother used to have a TV over there with a VCR. Then in 2005, 2004, when my uncle lived with us, this was the office area. Then it went back to being a storage area in 2007 when we moved the office back downstairs. And you know, until we left. But yeah, I think my mother used to keep her clothes here, and then when she was up here, and then I used to keep my clothes in that room there. It's nice. They have an air conditioner there. You don't even have to have no window anymore. Yeah, pretty much most of my time that I was here, I always had my air conditioner in that window right there on the end.
She's doing work.
Yeah, it's my last day of school ever.
And we watch television.
Yeah, that's a nice TV they have. Wow. Nice wood. Dang. But yeah, this was my room from January 15th roughly. It was the, I think, 3rd Tuesday of January 2008 until February 28th, 2018. Get one picture of me. Use the drawer here for a second. Yay! I'm in my room! Yay! I'm not gonna jump on their bed, but I wish I could do that. So this. Yep, that's everything. Yep. Hello.
Yeah, so we'll,
Can we check out the basement? All right, thank you.
Yeah, and also, yeah, because if you think about it like this, here, you probably have like,
There's the handrail my dad put on the last few months. That's pretty much the cover we had the stairs. Wow. Yep, they still have the oil tank. Yep. That's the new electric that we got put in a few months after we moved here. There's a little switch there, the emergency switch that my half sister's son pressed the one time, and my dad was really angry. He's like, "Why did it go hot water? Why did it go hot water?" Yeah. Wow, it's really cool down here.
It is.
huh?
That's what it is.
You don't like it, so you just throw it out there?
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
nice.
Wow, that's a nice washer they have. Oh. Oh, they have water heating now? Oh, that must be what they... I don't know if we had that. I don't think we had that. I wonder if they use that still. Oh, cute teddy bear. Yep, there's the it gets rid of the water that floods in the basement. Yeah, the basement here can pretty much never be a finished basement. It does look pretty a lot even nicer than we had it, but you can't really make it into a finished basement because it always floods, and that's why we have that thing there to, or why we used to have the thing here to collect the water. I think we might have left that for the people, the shelves there. I'm not sure. I know we left them a few paint cans. I think that's new. I think that's theirs. Yeah, looks pretty nice. And there's the hole at. There's a hole here where you can actually see in the living room. There used to be a gas stove here years ago, 50, 60 some years before we lived here, and that's why there's holes in the floor, because that's where the stove would have been. What's new? Maybe they got new wiring, I don't know. Yeah, we had all the wiring redone, the electric, because it was all like, parts of it were knob and tooth. Because the house is from like the 1910s, 1903. They say this house is from 1923, but that's not true. There's no way. Not with the woodwork we have. I think that's the original thing we had there. Yeah, it came with a sharpener when we first moved here, so then I don't know if we replaced that or they replaced that. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that was open. I'll leave it open. Yeah, I just gotta check the living room, and I think that's it.
All right, then you're gonna check out the back, the outside, the backyard?
Can you go in the barn, or?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll go there last, yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, here's the doors here. They roll out. Yep, they're still a bit stuck. Yeah. Yep, these are the parlor doors that we always had. That's new. We didn't have that, and we didn't have the central heat. Yeah, we never felt the need to get a fan because we always had lights in here, and it always was pretty illuminated. Yeah, when this house was built, this room originally was supposed to be a lot smaller, and where that window is, the kitchen used to be a dining room, and then the dining room used to be a kitchen, and there used to be a doorway in this wall here before we moved here, years before. But you can see here where they kind of, if you look closely, where they kind of took it away because there's marks there. But yeah, this was, we always had our TV here, our TV stand. This is what you saw in that 2006 video, New Year's. I'm filming the TV there.
One more live look. Whenever you look at all. I'm so hyper.
I'm dancing around like a crazy guy, you know, like I still do. Yep, this is where we used to keep our photo albums. Yeah, we didn't have a piano. Would have been nice if we did, but nah. Yeah, we didn't need one. Yeah, we used to have a desk on that spot there. Yep. There's the plug there. Yeah, I think that's everything. That's all I can
fighting. Keep fighting. I have it on camera.
Celebrate New Year's around the world with Nokia and Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Stop that.
What?
I think I've gone over everything. Oh, I didn't go in the porch yet. Forgot the porch.
Go ahead, go this way. The mudroom area.
Yeah.
And then you can go right to the back through there.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, this is our porch area. We used to always keep our supplies and stuff, and we used to have a shelf here that we used to keep like games and stuff on. And then for the first 5 years we had our old couch that we didn't use there. Yeah, we used to hang our coats and stuff. And first like 5 years we used to always leave sodas in this spot right here. And like boxes, you know, like canned soda and like, you know, Cheez-Its, stuff like that. Yeah. Our leashes, dog leashes, used to keep here when we took the dog out. Yeah. That's original. We put that in. This didn't originally have a window, that we put in. Feels a bit different. Looks like they a little smoother. Way over there. Yep. The story about this rock here in 2005 March, the last month my uncle was living here, my sister knew somebody that worked at quarry, and they were basically giving away rocks, and the guy delivered on the truck right there, and he said pretty much wherever the rock lands, that's where it's gonna be, because it pretty much weighs like 5,000, 10,000 pounds. You can't even lift it, and it literally shook the whole yard when it plopped down on the ground. And there was like a bunch of mud there when the truck was rolling by. Yeah, but that's the story of the rock. And my mom used to always put plants where the drill hole there is. And like I said, there's the tree that she planted back in 2002, August. That got really thick. That is not coming down. Especially with the mulch they put down. That's really secure. And the tree there. Yeah, the neighbors used to bitch at us sometimes. I don't know how they knew it was our tree. Yeah, this fence was not here at all. Even like 5 years ago, I think they put it in. Yeah, you used to be able to see the pool. This is the neighbor's pool here. I used to always want to go in the pool. And then in 2004, I was able to actually go in the pool. Neighbors were friendly enough. But yeah, that's pretty much that's the house portion of the yard and everything. Now we're gonna look at the barn, and then that's it. Oh geez, they took up all the parking. Jeez, you could park right here, you know. Why do you have to block people in like that, you dumbasses? Yeah, we used to always park here, 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 and then on the end there. Yeah, but they're blocking the parkway. You're not supposed to do that. These are all the original covers that my dad put on in 2011. We originally had it as black and as white, and then it was in 2003 he painted it red, and then in 2011 he painted it black and white and red, and on the house as well. go in here. We go in this portion. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that does not open. I don't want to break this. I don't own this place. Parents don't own this anymore. Yeah, we'll go in this way. Wow. I think my dad left a few tools here. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is the carriage house. We used to always call the barn. Yeah, this portion here was a full wall that my dad removed about a year and a half after we moved here, back in like 2003. Yeah, I used to always want my parents to get a horse. I always thought a horse would be perfect for this door here. Stick its head out. Nah, we never got a horse. Neither did my sister. Oh, poor her. Oh, that's why, I guess, because they put all this stuff here. They block it. So you go in the other way. There's the doors. They never put the doors on. All left there. Yep, here's the upstairs portion. They still don't have a handrail here. Oof. Oh wow. It's a nice little art studio they have. Yeah, my mom used to always keep her supplies in this spot here. In that cabinet, that was actually our cabinet we left. My mom wanted to take it, but my sister was rushing her and she didn't get to take it, so we left it there. That's a cabinet she bought back in like 1997, I think, like October, when I was 3 years old, back when we lived in Princeton. Yep, here's all that. Very spacious room. So you could have an art studio like they do. You could have a band room. Pretty much use it for anything. Or you could get animals. And they have a band room in here. Yeah, for many years we used to keep our old tapes. I remember in this spot we used to have our stuff there. Oh, they took the ladder away. Wow. Yeah, there used to be a ladder there. And then used to be able to go up there. Let's see that. Yeah, that's what that looks like up there. And the first few years we were here, there used to be writing on this wall here. Like, I guess a bunch of kids, like, engraved their name and like a little heart, like love notes and shit. Yeah, you can see that in the one home video my dad does in this barn back in 2002.
One little room. Two little rooms. Look at all that junk. And a door to go outside.
Yeah, my sister always wanted to have a little apartment in here when we first moved here, but that never happened. And there's the door. About 1 or 2 times I actually jumped off here, and my brother did one time. Yeah, it looks pretty high, but it's actually not that high. Get that.
Yeah, you're gonna stay up with Daddy all the time in here, okay?
Okay. Oof. Very cool. Shut this. Won't lock it. So no. Keep it open because they're in there. Don't want to lock them in there. I don't think I escape from the back, but I have a kid with them. Yep, and this is the back part. Technically, I don't think they can actually do that. Technically, they're not supposed to, because this actually is not a part of the house. It's actually a part of next door. I think there's like a little sliver, like triangular sliver here is our property, or well, this property, what used to be ours. But that right there is actually the other people's property. But pretty much nobody on that property ever uses this back part, so I guess you could do whatever you want, if you have permission from the people there. Oh, they have a nice little soccer thing. I don't know if it's these people or the people next door. But yeah, this whole property used to, where this house is, that house is, house over there, the house here, and then 2 houses here. It all used to be one big property, apparently back in like the 1910s, 1920s. And they decided to build a bunch of shit. And I think my mother had a garden here. I don't know if she built that or my dad built that. And they also have a garden on the other side.
Go out in the yard.
There's bees everywhere. There's the tree of the neighbors that actually collapsed just a week after we moved from here in March 2018. Yeah, there was a snowstorm and it just happened right when we moved. It was very funny. Not for them, but for us. Because we don't have any control, because that's also the neighbors, not ours. And that's where my dad used to always keep the ladders. I think that might be his ladder he left. Yep. There's all the bricks and stuff. When I was 7 years old to about 13, 14, we used to have a basketball net right here. And we still have the bird, yeah, we still have the bird houses. They're still there. Yep. Yep, my mom put them there, and I think one of them I painted with my dad when I was like 14, 15. I remember in March 2002, when I was 7, I actually threw a rock at that window there from like that point there, because I wanted to see if it would actually break, and lo and behold, it actually did, and we had to get a new window. Yeah, I'm not usually mischievous, but once in a while, you know, I have my moments. But that's pretty much everything. So if you know somebody that wants to live in Oaks, Pennsylvania, and you want to spend like $400,000, that's what they're asking for. I think it's $489,000 $489,000 for all this. Come on, seriously?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like we sold it for I think like $270, and they want pretty much 2 times that. It's crazy. It's insane. Up, and there's a garden my mom put there. I'll go say bye to the nice lady. Oh. bell.
Right through here at the basement. Hi!
Oh, that's it.
You've done the whole thing.
Done the whole thing.
Alright, well thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care, have a good day.
Yeah, I'll see if any of my friends want the place.
Tell them to come by.
Yeah.
So you can come in here every day.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Alright, well, you can feel free to go this way or go through.
Yeah, I'll go out the front. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by, Sean.
Yeah,
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
I hope it brought back good memories.
Oh, definitely.
Good.
Most of it's still here, some changed, but for the most part, it still looks like home.
7 years later, how
Yep.
nice is that?
Awesome.
Alright, have a good day.
You
Bye.
too. Yep. Yep. When I was in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, I used to go out the store, go on my minibus. There's the doorbell. I'm not gonna ring it. But yep, that was 1229 Egypt Roads, my second childhood house. 7 years later.